Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Today I have a fun video for you. I'm going to be doing some mini reviews or sort of like a makeup roundup hits and misses on some products that I've been trying out from Sheglam. If you guys missed my video, I did a one brand makeup tutorial using a full face of all Sheglam products. I will link that here in the card and also down below in the description box, so make sure you go check that out. That way you can kind of see what these products look like on my face and how they blend, my kind of like first impressions if you're curious to how these products work. For me, definitely go check that video out. But today we're just going to speed through all these products. I'm going to tell you my favorites and my not so favorites, what I've tried so far from Sheglam. So without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get right into this video. So let's start with my favorite products that I've tried so far from the brand. And let's start off with the complexion products first. So I have the Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. I'm in the shade Porcelain. I will have all of the shade names and prices down below in the description box, so make sure to check that out. I love that this has a glass bottle. It has a really nice pump, and it even comes with its own velvety sleeve. I mean, how bougie is that? This is under $10, you guys. It just has a very expensive feel. I'm actually wearing this foundation today on my skin. It just looks beautiful. The coverage is beautiful. It's hydrating, it's long wearing, and it's just beautiful. I mean, look at my skin right now. It looks pretty good. It's because of this. Absolute hit. Moving on to the concealer, I believe this does claim to be a full coverage concealer, and I have the shade Vanilla, and this just comes in a simple standard concealer packaging, flat doe foot applicator. This shade is definitely not the perfect match for me, but nonetheless, I do love this concealer. I think it has really great coverage. I am wearing this today mixed in with my e.l.f. brightening concealer to try to like counteract my dark under eye circles. So I don't know if they have like a peachy toned concealer, because I would love to get maybe a couple different shades. This is so good, you guys. It is so creamy. It's hydrating underneath the eyes, but it's not cakey or heavy on the skin. It's long wearing, and once you set this with powder, I feel like the longevity is so impressive. Actually reminds me a lot of the Kosas concealer. I'm not gonna say that it's a dupe, but I actually do own the Kosas concealer, and it's very similar in formulation. So this is amazing. I definitely suggest these two items. Really impressive. Moving on to the Insta-Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. This product really surprised me as well. It comes in this very bulky packaging. So on the bottom you get a loose mattifying oil absorbing powder. It is translucent, so there's no color to it. And then you open up the top here and you have a pressed powder, and this is for your under eye area. So this is less drying, it blurs the skin, and I have to say this top powder is my absolute favorite. I did set my under eye today, and I've been reaching for this so much. It really does set your makeup. I can't use the bottom powder, it's just too mattifying for my skin type, but if you're more like oily to combo, I think you will definitely really like this powder. It does a nice job of blurring the skin actually and setting your makeup, but it's just a little too drying for me. But this is amazing. Again, another product that I didn't think I would like, and it's actually really good. So moving on to the Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour. I have the shade Soft Tan. Comes in this really cute bottle. It does have a sponge applicator, which it actually does help with application. You can just simply dot this onto your skin and then blend it out with a brush. I did apply a little bit of this along my jawline to kind of sculpt and slim the face. That's been my favorite way to use this. I'll just dot a couple of dots along my jawline, and then I just took my Real Techniques buffing brush and just went like this and buffed and blend this into the skin. It's a very thin formula, very liquid-like, and so it's very forgiving because if you apply too much, it just kind of like blends and melts into the skin in a very soft way. This is the most perfect cool contour shade I've ever seen. Long wearing, kind of like sets down and dries, and it lasts all day as well. I'm really blown away with this formula. Love, love, love it. Moving on to the bronzer that I have here, it's called Glowing Up Skin Stick in the shade Golden Sun. So on one side you get your twist up bronzer stick, and this shade is perfect for me. It is the most warm, very fair bronzer. The formula is so creamy, it blends onto the skin like butter, and you can easily just apply this directly to your face and then use a brush to blend it out, and it doesn't leave any streaky marks or patchiness. It's just such a smooth, buttery formula. Absolutely fantastic. Again, this has been one of my favorite cream bronzers to reach for. You do have a brush on the opposite end, and I just discovered literally yesterday that you can take it off. So if you simply just twist to the left, it pops off, so you can actually wash the brush, sanitize it, and then put it back on. Isn't that great? Not my favorite brush, but if you do like to use it, you can remove it. So this is one of their, again, Color Bloom liquid blush, same packaging as the contour. Really cute. And this is the shade Love Cake. And again, it has that same little sponge applicator. I will do a couple of dots on my cheeks and blend it out with, you can use your fingers. It works great with your fingertips, a sponge, a brush. I prefer to use a brush or my fingers to blend it out into the skin. And this is a really pretty soft baby pink. And someone commented and said that there's actually gold shimmer in here, and I think you are right. But I honestly don't notice it that much. Like, I don't see it on my cheeks. You can kind of see it in the swatch if you look really, really closely, but isn't that pretty? So good. Again, same formula, very liquid, easy to blend, long lasting. Fantastico. Moving on to the highlighter I have, this is called the Cosmic Crystal Mousse Highlighter in the shade Pinky Promise. Comes in this really cute clear packaging. It's giving me kind of Tower 28 vibes, if you guys have seen that brand from Sephora. This is a beautiful formula. It kind of reminds me of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters, but this one isn't as squishy, but you kind of see my fingerprint in there. This formula is so buttery soft when you put your finger in here. And let me just do a quick swatch on the back of my hand. That is just, oh, look at that. It's glossy. It almost looks wet. And this really is one of the most beautiful highlighters I own. I typically like to use just like a soft brush and apply it that way. So it definitely feels like a powder highlighter. So I'm not sure why it's called a mousse, because it's not really a cream. In my opinion, at least, it doesn't feel like that. Another hit for me. I think it's such a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. Moving on to the setting spray, I did get the Press Refresh setting spray. This is, again, another amazing product. This is definitely a hit. I love the packaging. It's so unique and different. It has this really pretty blue color. The spray on here is so fine. It's such a fine mist. Oh my god, it's definitely smells kind of like coconut beachy scent. It's not like my ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray, which gives more of that dewy glow. This is more of a set your makeup, long wearing type of product. So I definitely noticed that this does help my makeup last longer throughout the day, and I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. It smells good, super fine mist. Moving on to the brows, this first product here is definitely a hit. I just need a lighter shade. It's way too dark for my brows, and it's a little bit too warm, at least the pencil side is. So I don't remember the name of this because there is literally no description on here. It just says Sheglam. So on one side you get your twist up retractable brow pencil, which is a really great formula too. It's easy to use, it's not too dry, it's not too waxy. Now it doesn't look warm in the swatch, but in my brows, it does pull a little bit warm. And I love that on the opposite end, you have a brush. It's not a felt tip, and you can do these little tiny brow-like strokes. See that? And it's definitely, this actually is a little bit more cooler than the pencil, I feel. So I can actually go in and use this, and it's really great quality. It hasn't dried out on me. It's a super, super precise brow brush, if you will. And it's very comparable to the one from NYX. However, I feel like this one gives a softer effect. I absolutely love this. I think it's genius to have, you know, a double-ended brow product like this. So yeah, this is really good. Just be careful picking out your shade. I would definitely go a little bit lighter. So I just need a different color. So I do like it. It is a hit. And then the other brow product is the eyebrow cream. And I have the shade medium brown. Super sleek packaging. I love the wand on here. It's the perfect tiny spoolie. And you can definitely see some of the brow fibers on the end there of the brush. This fills in like no other brow fiber mascara I've ever used. Again, another issue I have is that this color is way too dark for me, so I do have to go in with a very, very light hand, but I want to definitely purchase a lighter shade. I think they do have kind of like a taupey light brown color, so it's definitely on my wish list. I really love how this fills in. It holds your brows into place. It doesn't feel too crunchy or crusty. And let me tell you what, I can get away with just wearing this in my brows. It fills in that much. So if you're looking for a really good like brow fiber product, check this one out. It's really, really, really good. So I have two eyeshadow palettes here, and I definitely think these both are a hit. I'm really impressed with the quality and the packaging. Just everything is just really, really nice. I have the Striking Scorpio palette, and they do have a full series of different color stories. This one's definitely more cool toned. You've got a lot of like teals and grays and blues in here. It's just such a pretty palette. Really great quality, you guys. Buttery soft. I will say that some of the like this shade Enigma is a little bit patchy. Like you kind of have to build up some of the pigmentation in here. But this is a really cute palette, and they have so many different colors and different themes you can choose from. Not too much kick up in the pan. The longevity is fine as long as I wear my good old trusty Milani eyeshadow primer. I give it a thumbs up. I think it's a great palette. If I had to choose a favorite though, I think this is my favorite over this one. This is the Marrakesh Obsessed palette, and this is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Let me know if you guys want a, I don't know, I could do like a look or get ready with me using this palette, because let me just tell you what, it is so pretty. This is definitely giving me kind of desert, kind of like stone vibes. It's just so pretty for like summertime. You got some warm shades at the top here, and then you got some really interesting like olive greens, this pop of blue. It's just such a pretty palette. So I'm actually wearing Desert Dusk in my crease, and then a little bit of How Bizarre. So these two kind of orangey warm colors all over in my crease, lower lash line. And then to highlight my inner corner, I used Naked Mirage. And for the lid, I used Cumin Kind, this really pretty bronzy shade. I mean, these shadows are beautiful. They're pigmented. They blend so easily. I wouldn't say the shimmers are like, wow. If you want more impact, I would say wet your brush or apply them with your finger and just kind of swipe onto your lid. But overall, I'm so impressed, you guys. Like, for the price, you're getting a really pretty, easy, wearable, everyday palette. Like, I just absolutely love this one. This is definitely my favorite over this. I've just been using this so much, and I love it. So moving on to the lips, I have two lip favorites here. This one I'm actually wearing on my lips right now, and this is the Sheglam Take a Hint lip tint in the shade Memories. Again, super pretty packaging. Has a flat doe foot applicator, and this is a soft pink, like just very wearable shade. These are long wearing. The gloss does kind of fade and you're left with this really pretty stain on the lips. And I have to say, I'm not a huge lip stain fan. I've tried a lot of formulas over the past several months, and this is probably my top favorite because it's definitely got a nice even, it's not streaky, and I find a lot of lip stains are streaky and just too sheer on the lips, but this is beautiful, long wearing, comfortable. It's not super hydrating, but I do really like this. It's definitely a hit. Moving on to the Jelly Wow Hydrating Lip Oil. I have the flavor Berry Involved. I don't have my glasses on so I can barely read. Comes in this really cute little packaging here. Huge doe foot applicator. This reminds me so much of the ones from Milani. So if you like those type of lip oils that smell very fruity, it's very glossy. I absolutely love this. I am obsessed. I am like look how much is left. Not much. So I wish you did get more product, but this is fantastic. I absolutely love it. It's moisturizing, it's glossy on the lips, and it actually leaves my lips feeling soft and plump. I just love it. It smells really good. It smells like a jelly bean or Jolly Rancher, and I would definitely buy more of these. I think the formula is great. All right, I have to mention some tools and some extras. Absolutely love this little sponge duo. I think this was called their like Strawberry Fields. I hope it's not limited edition, but these sponges are so soft and amazing. I love the shape here because it's so easy to get underneath the eye area and blend out concealer. Really great quality. I've washed them several times and they just bounce back and they blend out cream products, foundation, everything. These are a hit. I don't know how the other sponges are on the website, but these two, amazing. I also purchased a 16-piece brush set for like around $9 or $10, and let me just tell you what, these brushes are amazing. Another hit in my book. Super soft. They have this really pretty gold ferrule here, and I love the sort of two-toned brush look. These are so amazing, great quality. I've washed them a few times already. Minimal shedding. They're really soft, applies makeup so well. So if you're on a really tight budget and you need some good synthetic brushes to apply your makeup with, these are great. Huge thumbs up. So the last thing I have to mention is these really cute spoolies. I got a pack for I think $2. They come like this. And these are fantastic. Another hit for me. I love the quality is great. They're pretty sturdy. I love using these to kind of get through any mascara clumps for the brows. You can use this to do like your typical like soap brows. You can bend them if you need to. I mean, they're just great. Also, if you're a makeup artist, they have so many items like this, like spoolies, lip wands, and I love them. They're great. Highly recommend you guys check these out. So those are all of my hits. Let's move on to my misses. Now, just because these didn't work for me or I didn't like them doesn't mean they won't work for someone else, but honestly, these were a huge fail and a huge miss. So the first product I have here is the Sheglam Ready Set Primer. This is the eyeshadow primer. Really cute packaging. I actually was really hopeful that this was a dupe for maybe the one from Urban Decay. Has a little doe foot applicator, and I really like the formula. It's very similar to the Urban Decay primer potion. However, I feel like this is so silky and slippery on the eyelid. When I go to apply my eyeshadow, I noticed that it creases like almost instantly. So unfortunately this did not work for me and it was very disappointing. Next I have the Highbrow Shaping Wax, and this unfortunately again did not work for me. It comes in this cute little container and it is a little bit messy, so I apologize. It looks a little bit gross. So I've tried this several different ways, applying this very lightly through my brows, heavily, before and after a pencil, or even one of those brow fiber type pens, and I just don't like this. It feels very sticky, like just touching it, it's very sticky. It doesn't dry down at all, so you're left with this really pasty, sticky product in your brows, and I just don't like that feeling at all. And I don't think I'm gonna buy any more eyebrow waxes. It's just not my favorite brow product, but if you do like that kind of thing, maybe you would enjoy this, but this was a huge fail. I do have two kind of eye products. I have the Long at Last Full Flex Tubing Mascara, another product that I don't think is super bad. I do like the kind of natural effect it gives my lashes. One thing I don't like is how flexible the wand is, and it's almost too flimsy, so when you're going to apply this to your lashes, it moves quite a bit, and I end up kind of like smearing it in my inner corner on my eyelid. It's not an awful mascara, it just didn't do hardly anything. This is a very natural mascara. It's just barely going to tint your lashes. It's not really going to give you a whole lot of length or volume, so this isn't something I would recommend or repurchase. This was a miss. And these were a set of two. I actually have another pair somewhere around here. These were some lashes that I picked up randomly. For me personally, these are just two. They're so heavily curled that they look extra fake. Like, I know that they're fake lashes, but you don't want lashes to be so obnoxiously fake on the eyes. It just can take away from your eyeshadow look. I do like how full they are. I like how they go from short to long, but I just found the band to be kind of finicky, and I even had quite a few hairs coming out. So these were a fail, not my favorite. I know they have several different lashes to choose from, so maybe a different style of lash I would enjoy, but these ones I just didn't like the quality or the style. The last two products are lip products. So this one right here is the Glam 101. This is a lipstick and lip liner duo, and this is the shade Soft Chai. First of all, this color is not for me, but I was really excited to try this out because on one side you get your lip liner, and it's kind of a chunkier lip liner, and it looks like this. Let me just do a quick swatch. It's definitely a more brown shade, which this color does not look flattering on my skin tone. And then the other side is your lipstick. Again, it's retractable, so I really liked the concept of this, but I don't like the formula. It's very dry. The lipstick is very, very waxy, and it smells like a child's crayon. I don't know about you, but I don't want to use something that smells like a crayon. So that's the lip liner swatch, and that's the lipstick. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the formula or the color, but just speaking on the formula, I didn't like it. It just was really waxy and uncomfortable feeling on the lips. It was kind of drying. It wasn't very moisturizing. This was a fail. I personally wouldn't purchase more of these. Yeah, this was a mess. And then last but not least, I have the Sheglam liquid lipstick in the shade Naked Brunch. I was really hopeful, and a lot of people have raved about their liquid lipsticks, but I can tell you right now, no. So it does have a nice flat doe foot applicator. I'll go ahead and swatch the shade. It is a really pretty shade. It's kind of like a peachy brown. I really like how creamy the formula is. It's opaque, smells like a kind of sweet buttercream frosting, but unfortunately as this dries down on the lips, it is so sticky, you guys, and after it's completely dried, it is transfer proof, but it's so sticky. So if you press your lips together, your lips kind of stick to one another, and it's just such an uncomfortable, heavy feeling on the lips as well. I'm kind of moving away from liquid to matte lipsticks, and I'm very, very picky about them. I don't want them to be drying. I don't like anything sticky on my mouth at all. So this was a huge fail. I would not recommend this. If you don't like sticky lip products, run away, run far away. So that's everything, you guys. Those are my Sheglam hits and misses. I will have all the products linked down below in the description box, so make sure to check that out. Most of the products I would say are a hit, and I'm really impressed with so many items like the foundation, the concealer, the brushes. Like, you really can't go wrong. Cruelty-free, affordable, and you guys know I love saving money. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If I did leave anything out, I'll put everything down below, either in the comment section or in the description box. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. I post on Tuesdays and Fridays every week. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok. I'm over on the TikTok. My links are always down below if you want to find me on there. I'm pretty much Smarter Beauty or Smarter Beauty 09. So if you want to follow me, go follow. And yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. I do have a Shop Miss A Hits and Misses coming up pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! As you fade away.